This is something that Tom does every time we get a car, so it's probably a good idea actually. Well, it is a good idea. He goes round and points out all the scratches to himself, so then he can watch them back, so if they try to charge us for any scratches or bumps, we can say it was already there, and if we do book the car, then we'll notice us.
Today we rented a car and we have a long day ahead of us. Our first stop is heading to the Postojna cave system. It's a cave system over 24,000 meters long, but that's not the biggest cave system even in Slovenia, so. But we have to go inside, and I think we have to train into the centre and we explore from there.
Oh, I bumped into him.
We're actually in the cave. Oh, we are in a cave. We're in the little aquarium museum for cave creatures. It's really cold.
You not got your hoodie?
Yeah, I'm going to put it on now.
Loads of drawings of this animal, whatever they're called.
They're called the cave salamanders or something.
Wow. With your tickets you have to get a tour, so we've selected 11 o'clock. And you get to go to a few different things.
Maybe on the cave train.
So we get to go on a cave train and they give a tour of the caves, which is pretty cool.
We just entered the museum of cave creatures. And the cave is huge and really cool, but we're the only ones in here. Nobody else has paid for the cave.
Have a seat, please.
Thank you.
We're into the cave now. It's around 8 degrees inside, so I think it's going to be quite chilly.
Postojna Cave. My name is Branko, your guide today. Postojna Cave measures 24 kilometers. Today we shall see some 5 kilometers. The region around Postojna we call the karst region. Karst consists of limestone, and limestone is soluble in the water. Limestone melts like snow in the sun. In Slovenia we have discovered so far over 10,000 caves. And this cave system, it is 3 million years old, and it was hollowed out by one river. The skyscraper, 60 meters high and at least 100,000 years old. The tallest stalagmite in the cave.
On the way out, we came across a very dark area of the cave known as the Black Cave. And the reason it was black was because in World War II, when Germany occupied Slovenia, Germany used parts of the cave to store lots of their gasoline and fuel. The Slovenians, knowing this, who were obviously opposed to Germany taking over their country, they decided to sneak in there and set the gasoline and fuel on fire. Doing this caused a huge explosion, and you can still see the aftermath of the explosion to this day. That's why the cave is so black, because of all the soot. When the explosion went off, it blew off all the stalagmites and all the areas of the cave. That's why the hole is so huge. I thought that was too cool to leave out. You could see like loads of black rock and
it was everywhere.
It was everywhere, and you could see where the explosion actually happened in the Second World War. So that was so cool. Now we're going to the castle, which is included in our ticket.
It's
a castle built into a cave.
Which sounds great.
We're in Predjama Castle, which is the biggest castle in the world that's built inside of a cave. Just under the secret tunnel where they used to give all the village food and they used to get food into the castle. I'm panicking because there's a lot of stairs to get up here.
In the past they used this bell in the castle to warn people, but now they just use it to grant people wishes that come and visit here. So if you ring it, think of a wish and it'll come true.
Exploring Predjama Castle, and we found that a lot of people lived here over the years, but the most famous one was a knight who escaped here after killing the commander of the army. And after that happened, the army then ordered his death. So they was marching up here, this valley, and then there was a lot of sieges between the knight, his army, and the servants, and used to try and enter over the drawbridge, but then greeted with the knight and his army pouring hot oil and throwing stones at them when they tried to go up the drawbridge. What the army didn't know, there was actually in the cave there's a passage that goes to a local village where they were getting all their food and supplies and things like that. But eventually the knight fell victim of a betrayal, so one of his servants was bribed by the army to tell them his location at a certain time, so they realised the only way they could penetrate and kill him was in this little corner building over there, because the walls are really thin, and that was the lavatory. Once the knight went into the little toilet to do his business, the servant lit a candle and held it out the window to notify them that he was actually in the building, and then they lit a cannon, the cannon flew, completely destroyed the building and buried him under lots of rubble. And that was the end of the night.
Our third stop is the Škocjan caves in Macedonia. Is good, and it's a bunch of caves in the centre of a nature park. And apparently they're really big, but they're really well preserved, so there's no light in there, and you have to be very, very careful when you're in there. So let's go and check it out.
So it turns out yesterday when we did the hike down to the caves, we can actually go inside, because it turns out that we need a guided tour to actually go inside and explore the caves because they're so well preserved. An actual guide needs to show us around. We went back yesterday to the ticket office and they told us there were no more tours that day and they'd stopped, so we had to come back today, so hopefully we'll get a look at the caves today. Turns out we're not allowed to film anything in these caves or take any pictures or videos, so we'll have to tell you about it afterwards.
We have just exited the cave and oh my god, it was amazing. We went into 3 chambers. The first one was the quiet chamber and the ceiling had fallen down, and went into the second chamber which was the water chamber, and the view was spectacular. Even though you're in a cave you don't expect much, but it was just that big. It was amazing, and sadly you can't take pictures or videos in there. And then the last chamber is the one that you see behind me, which is the exit, which was originally the way to enter the cave back in the past. And this place is just so amazing, you have to visit. Oh! We were told that there's 2 exits out of here, so there is one where you go to the right out of here and you go up a lift, and then the one to your left which is a hike, but you can see a lot of waterfalls on the way up.
So which one are we going to do?
We are going to do the hike. farm where they breed Ljubljana horses, and I can't wait to go in because I absolutely love horses. So hopefully we get to see some foals and they do some shows. Not fully sure what we're going to see yet, but let's go find out. Waiting for 60 horses that are going to be coming in from being out in the fields all day, and they are ranged from 5 to 32 years old. I'm so excited. Really?